If you want to get the best qualifying time possible, there's a lot more to Daytona than just turning left and never lifting. Let's break down how these drivers will maximize their speed and compete for a coveted spot in the 2021 Blue-Emu Firecracker 400. Tonight, drivers will only get one chance, that's right, one chance to record a lap during qualifying with no practice or warm-up in the session. That means they'll only be coming onto the track with cold tires, an open setup, a bundle of nerves, and a plan of attack to be the fastest across the finish line. For tonight's runs, drivers will be allowed to come off the apron during their initial drive onto the track, so you don't have to go all the way around the apron and immediately come up to speed doing so. But with the cold tires they get from sitting on pit road, it'll be vitally important to not spin their tires, need to check up or graze the wall, as any of these things are certain to affect their final time during their lap. Once the car reaches turn 3 and begins the final approach to the start-finish line, drivers will be hoping to have eclipsed up to 200 miles per hour. Watch for cars to take the high line near the wall and arcing down into the TRIOVAL for the optimal line to start their lap. As they approach near top speed, these 87 cars want to do one thing more than any other in these corners. They want to wreck. And on this Legacy edition of Daytona, what would otherwise be the best racing line near the bottom is incredibly rough to go over. Remember, this qualifying is done with open setups, so drivers opting to run with a lower configuration might choose to run more towards the middle in order to have a smoother lap and keep the car centered. On the backstretch, it's pretty simple. Everything is about building up as much speed as possible, which requires keeping the car straight as an arrow with as little drama as possible. There's really no optimal line to follow on this backstretch, but drivers will want to find their way towards the wall to enter turn 3 on the high side to arc into the corner. Keep an eye on the speedometer as they do. This will be a key indicator on the type of lap these drivers will be running, and they'll be looking right around top speeds of 212 miles per hour. While the concerns in turns 1 and 2 will be about getting loose, watch for drivers to have the opposite issue, especially getting tight off of turn 4. With 88 drivers all having to take these massive risks, expect to see at least one, if not more, in their lap in the wall before getting back to the TRIOVAL. And now with the start-finish line in sight, the shortest distance is a straight line, and if that means cutting across the apron and even finding a bit of grass, then so be it. This competition isn't judged on style points, and many will take every advantage they can, given we're running 1987 rules, so the yellow line doesn't come into play. And with that lap complete, guess what? You're ready to watch the entire field take on Daytona for their chance to qualify for the Blue-Emu Firecracker 400.